We are back here at EIT Urban Mobility in our last live connection for today, and as you were saying, I'm very happy to be accompanied by Daniel Serra and Timothy Papandreou, our keynote speaker and our Director for Ecosystems and Stakeholders at EIT Urban Mobility. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for
Hello,
having me.
Isabel.
So let's start from the beginning. Emerging technologies are always very complex to be inserted in the system of urban mobility, and that's something that Tim knows a lot about it. What's the role of cities at ensuring that these urban mobility latest trends are inserted in the right places while shaping their urban mobility for the future?
Yeah, I think cities have a very important role because the city is literally where everything gets done. So think of them as a technology, the city is a platform, the public right-of-way, the space between the buildings, all that public space is the city's responsibility, or the county or the state. So if they can offer opportunities for new technology and new opportunities to come and play, test, learn and grow, that's great, but they have to have guardrails. They have to keep up things like safety, availability, affordability. It needs to be sustainable. It needs to be connectable. It needs to be available to everybody, not just the few. If they can do that, then it creates a level playing field where new technologies can come in and safely and actually assist the population.
Yeah, Danielle, that's precisely something that the team said very, very important, assist the population. And for that, we need to bring together all the stakeholders and all the key players in that. So tell us more about how are we bringing all these ecosystems together through this ecosystem and stakeholders at the EIT Urban Mobility?
Okay, I mean, today we are the largest innovation community for urban mobility. We are collaborating with 750 entities, and basically that's, I think the value that we are bringing is the diversity of the stakeholders that we are working. We are working very closely with cities because they are the ones having the space, they are the ones regulating, they are the ones helping to implement new governance model, new technologies, but also we are collaborating closely with industry, with the academy, that they are the ones sharing the knowledge, okay, because there's a lot of transfer of knowledge between, the university and the researchers into the cities. And also we are collaborating closely with SMEs and startups, that they are the ones that will bring innovation. They will need business opportunities. And there's a very simple recipe, is to make them collaborate. They make to have one goal, and together try to solve this challenge together. Because otherwise, if we are creating silos inside the cities, inside the industries, we will not make it happen. It's really complex what we are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, the problems that we solve, it's not a technological problem, it's not a government problem, it's a mix of everything.
Right.
And the other way to do it is just to put all the players, and that's what we are doing in EIT Urban Mobility. We sit all the players, we try to make them understand what are the challenges, and how we can solve it. And at day we will solve it.
Yeah, precisely Daniel said some keywords that I retain. They need to work together, they need to prioritize the challenges and go for one single goal. And that leads to the next question, Daniel. What then should be the priority for all the actors involved in making cities more sustainable? On what they should focus on?
I think we have a big challenge, is the climate change. And we need to find solutions to fight the climate change. The transport, the mobility is one that is creating more pollutions, more externalities in a city. And that means that we need to completely transform the way we move in cities. It's one of the huge challenges that we have. People is moving to cities. I mean, this is growing trend to people moving cities. We have very dense cities like Barcelona, where we need to find specific solutions for this city. But at the end, the problems that we need to solve is that we need to go work all in the same direction. We need to fight the climate change. There's a climate emergency. And right now we see that most of the cities, they know the way, okay? We need to also align the industry, the academia, and try to solve these problems that will be not easy. But I think the plans that we have in the European Commission, like the 100 climate neutral cities, is a good starting point. We will have 100 cities that will be carbon neutral, with big solving challenge on mobility. That means that, having clear focus and work together, yes, that's a clear receipt.
Tim, what about you? What should be the priorities for all the stakeholders?
Well, I think it's very clear that, as we've heard, that we have some very big challenges ahead of us. the car, the privately owned car, the expectation that everybody will have a privately owned car as we grow, as we become more urbanized globally, it's physical geometry, it's just not going to work. So we have to give people better choices, and we can't just say to people, get out of your car if there's nothing else to get out of. So there has to be a good cycle network, a good bus or transit network, a good walking network. These networks have to be just as strong, if not better, than driving, so that the first thing you have in your mind is, I can just walk outside and pick up a bike or pick up a scooter or a bicycle or get on the bus and not think about the timetable, how much it costs. It should all be seamless. If we can work on those things, that's actually a very easy shift for people, because going from gasoline or diesel to electric, the car companies and the big truck companies, they're going to do that. Going to electric buses, we're going to do that. But that's not the problem. The problem is our behaviors, our day-to-day behaviors. Half of all of our trips in our cities are less than 3 kilometers. It should be easy to walk or bicycle or take a bus, but it's not. It's very hard because the roads are not designed that way. The cars are going too fast, it's too dangerous. So we have to slow things down, green everything, electrify it all, and then make it easier to get around, so you don't have to be the first thing to think of is my keys for my car. If we can shake that, we've won. And I think we can do it.
Yeah, and to change behaviors, we need to gather all the opinions from different actors playing a role in this. And that's precisely what the ecosystem is about, bringing all together. And it has grown already a lot in the last year. But I know, Daniel, it will grow even more. So tell us what are the next steps for the ecosystems and stakeholders at EIT Urban Mobility?
Yeah, I think basically we want to engage, and we need to grow our community. I mean, one of the goals that we have is to identify all these innovators that are across Europe. I mean, we are covering all the European countries, and we want to invite, we want to work with them. I mean, we want to have very active organizations that they want to share. For example, working with cities that they really believe on innovation, okay? They really want to work with the startups. We are really welcoming them. New companies, new industries that they have this, I mean, they have technological challenge, they will cooperate more with cities, and we are welcoming them. We bring into our network, we facilitate that they can already talk with different partners of the network, and also at the end we are financing innovation projects, we are financing with them, for example, supporting to scale startups, and also we are creating, the future talent that they will need. We are helping them to create new knowledge in the cities, and that's basically, I think we are the right place for them to grow fast, but also to make this happen, okay? Because I mean the challenge is quite big, and we are the right network. We are inviting all these partners to come.
Well, that's the right invitation for today at the EIT Urban Mobility stand at Tomorrow.Mobility. The right place to be is here. Daniel, Tim, thanks a lot for joining us today at Tomorrow.Mobility.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, pleasure. Always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And enjoy a lot the fair.
Okay, bye-bye.